Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. And I'm so much better. I hope I'm so much better. The live, because I don't know what's going on. What's going on? I just had to restart the live. So I put the comment at the top, and let me go ahead and do my intro one more time for you guys. After I get this Q&A to start working properly. There we go. Ooh, welcome back to the chat. Welcome back to the live. What happened? Friend, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on, but we back. You can hear me, you can see me well. Make sure you like the live. I don't know what happened, but welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the live. Remember, if you want to get your mindset in transition with leisure, check out the link below. Transition with leisure. You can book a mindset coaching session. Or an advice session. If you're 18 to 23, I have special prices for my young people because you guys need it the most. You guys need a little bit of advice for somebody that you trust. It's unbiased. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you what's tea. So go ahead and book it down with me. You said all people will disappear one day, but not your twin. How you know? How you know? And first of all, why you put the screenshot that close to my face? All you see is hat and glasses. You gotta do a new screenshot. I look like, okay, I don't know who that is. So we'll wait again. I just have to wait. We'll wait again before we get in the chat for today. Google her. We'll see. I'll respond if I feel like you're not joking with me. Because, you know, that's all people do on live. They just be joking. Yeah. So, anywho, like I said, we're going to wait. Make sure you like the live, especially you by Loven. Like the live. You up here playing games, like the live. Like the live. Should we have like a theme song for the channel? What would be the theme song? I feel like it would be like, I'm back, and I'm so much better. Yeah. What y'all think? I don't know. I don't know who that lady is. But you know, sometimes I'll be wondering, could you be the same person on two different channels playing games? Just playing games. Like, knock, knock, who's there? Me. I'm playing with you. That's what I feel like you're doing. How y'all day going? Both of y'all. All y'all playing. Y'all all playing. You search a friend. You let me know what she look like. Describe her for me. While y'all are on here, make sure you tell me, how did you spend your leisure time today? That's what I want to know. How did you spend your leisure time? You know that when I put this hat on, it's a leisurely day, baby. I'm outside. Because we twins, you gotta be more specific. No, we twins, you can read my mind. Twins usually can read each other's minds. You can read my mind, friend. So y'all make sure y'all answer that question above. How did you spend your leisure time today? And I'll go ahead and I'll give you guys the breakdown of what leisure time is, just in case you guys just do not know. Hey, John. Leisure time is the time that you spend where you have no obligations. You have no responsibilities. You have nothing that you have to do. You don't have to work. You don't got to cook, clean, take care of kids. You ain't got to go run errands. You ain't got to get your car fixed. You ain't got to go take care of your elderly parents, aunts and uncles, right? This is free time that you have where you can spend it on whatever you would like to do. Whether that is you like arts and crafts, you like hanging out with your family, you like going out to dinner. You know, this is going to be free time where you're doing things that you're truly interested in. So you need about 2 to 5 hours a day of leisure time. If you have less than 2 hours a day, you get burnt out, stressed out. You get more than 5 hours a day, you start feeling meaningless. You start feeling like your life has no purpose. Life has no purpose, okay? So we're here to manifest higher quality leisure time, because everybody has leisure time. Everybody spends their leisure time every day. But the issue is, a lot of times we're not getting high quality leisure time. That means we're not getting into the mode of the real flow state. In order to manifest the things that we really want in our lives, when you get that high quality leisure time, you reduce the stress in your system, and you just kind of focus on what you're really in love with, which is most of the time the hobbies that you're doing. Hey, Jay Frank again. Hello, friend. Hey, Chrissy Rocket. So that is the foundational knowledge that you guys need to know about leisure time. If you feel like you want some more information, just ask me. Just ask me. I'm right here. Do people know God's plan? Yeah, God is always in communication with you. God is always communicating. Just people don't always listen, or they're not healthy enough to listen or hear God's words. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, since my other live had to cut off early. Hello, Owalabi. Do tarot readers can't tell an eagle what to do? I don't know what that means. Tarot readers can't tell anybody what to do. They can just advise. People do what they want to do. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. Today we're talking about the hierarchy of leisure. Oh, angels. Tarot readers can't tell anybody what to do, baby. They just can advise. I'm not about to do that, friend. Because you playing. I'm not playing with you. And shout out to Nigeria. Hey, Godson, blessed. Welcome back, friend. Y'all, how's y'all's Fridays doing? I'm trying to see what are y'all saying? What are y'all saying? What's the answer? Okay, Jay answered. He said he'd take his fiance out in his free time. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, Hustler for Life. You said eat well, work out, learn something, have tranquil time to relax, generate income. That time well spent a day. Oh, I love it. Make sure y'all like the live. Make sure y'all comment and answer the question above. We're talking about hierarchy of leisure time, but I want to know, how did you guys spend your leisure time today? We are manifesting higher quality leisure time. You'll see the higher quality improve as we flow through the hierarchy today. And today I have my handy dandy laptop. So if you see me looking to the side, it's because I'm looking at my handy dandy laptop, because my phone it's just not working. It's an old phone. I haven't updated it in like 3 years. So you know how that works. You know how that works. Louisa, you said, I don't know this answer. Leisure time, free time. What have you done in your free time today? What's something that you did today that in your free time? Thank you, Hustler for Life. Talk to Adane about faith. I don't know who that is. Yes, you don't need your whole. Yeah. Don't need your whole life story. First of all, okay. So let's see. Mind you, I got some news, some tea to tell y'all. Y'all want to hear some tea? I'm gonna tell y'all later, though. I'm gonna tell y'all the tea later. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. Am I glowing? Thank you. Hey, Rico. You don't know the answer, you mean? Okay, Louisa. I hope you can find the answer through the conversations that we about to have. Maybe you'll have the answer a little bit later. But we're gonna go ahead and start with our conversation. Let me see. This is a good portion. You can see me right there. So, understand who? You must be talking to somebody else in the live, girl. Who? I know you're not talking about me, Meiana. No, you're not talking about Meiana. So, anywho. Let's get started. Y'all being hilarious today. So understand that we already went through the foundational knowledge for leisure time, and we're going to talk about the hierarchy of leisure time. So I have an image that I'm going to show you guys. Where is it? This is more like a mock-up image. I wouldn't say it's the exact, but it's a good image to look at when thinking about your leisure time, right? So you see, if you can see this image behind me, you see that you got primary leisure, social leisure, active leisure, and then at the top it should say creative leisure. So you have different types of leisure activities that you can do, but this is how the hierarchy start. The interesting part about this is that there's actually below primary leisure, there's a part that is very important that a lot of people miss. If you've been with us listening to these videos about how to manifest higher quality leisure time, listen to the conversations, you would definitely have heard us talk about how rich people and poor people, usually poorer people have more leisure time, usually have more leisure time compared to richer people. But the difference is that people who have more money usually spend their leisure time doing higher quality activities, right? Because they have more money. That doesn't mean they have more time, right? So you'll see that either way, it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to have the opportunity of how you spend this time regardless. At the bottom, the below primary leisure time, what you have is something called precondition. No. Well, I don't think you shouldn't try to accomplish anything. You just do what you like, what you enjoy doing. I'm saying this so you guys know what's out there, what you could be doing, what you could be thinking about. You don't have to try to accomplish any of this, okay? Don't force yourself to do anything. Always take baby steps. Eventually you'll get to where you need to be, right? Don't ever force yourself to do nothing, right? So at below the primary leisure time, you have preconditions, right? That preconditions is a foundation that builds on top of everything else. Why this is important is because this involves sleeping, this involves caregiving, working, this involves all of those needs that you have that needs to be met. And the thing about it is just it's needs as well as maintenance, needs and maintaining your life. And you need this balance, because if you don't have it when you are trying to engage in leisure, you will not be 100% in it. So there's a difference between you actually having leisure time and you enjoying it versus you doing this leisure time and you don't have any enjoyment whatsoever. How are you supposed to get the benefits out the leisure time if you're not enjoying it, right? The way that you enjoy it is by making sure that those preconditions are met, making sure that you have enough sleep, making sure that the water intake, your health, your nutrients is being met at the end of the day. These are the things that you'll need that will build on top of all this, because you are the foundation. Your energy, your state, how you are moving through this day to day, your body, how your body feel, how your mind feel, all of that. So you need this, because leisure will be damn near impossible if you're not getting these basic needs met, or at least enjoying the leisure will be damn near impossible. And if you have too much time, like I would say, you have too much time in your hands, you won't be as grateful for it. It won't be as engaging or interesting. Hey, Keter. I love, Jay said, just holding Charlotte's hand. I love it. Okay, somebody said black people are one of the most stylish people. Okay. Thank you. Hey, ETN, welcome back, baby. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. And thank you to everybody who's liked the live. Make sure you guys like the live, please. Please like the live, so we can get more people like you on the live. So, do y'all feel like y'all got enough rest today? Y'all feel like y'all woke up and actually slept well? Y'all feel like y'all got enough water and nutrients? Y'all ate something that y'all enjoyed today? That's the foundation of it. If you're not getting that, how are you supposed to enjoy your leisure time? Hey, Abdini. Jeremy said no. D-Max said, hex no. John said yes. Who is that, John? Oh, okay, never mind. Schindler said, you're my nutrients. Okay, well, I do provide satisfying information to support y'all in this life. Rorico said yes. Okay. Kev said okay. Okay. That's not as a John war. Not you trying to go against the original John. John Smith said I'm the real one. No, the original John is John Singleton. Don't play. D-Max said just sad and lonely today, kinda. Oh, friend. Hey again, crazy world. You said I'm like the one person making on the live. What you mean making? Making? It's about to be a John war, y'all. We already know who's gonna win. So y'all see that is the foundation, that the preconditions of really being able to enjoy these leisurely activities that you'll stack upon. Now mind you, this is a hierarchy. You don't have to do every single one of these every single day. I would say doing these things throughout the week will be beneficial, but you don't have to do, I mean, you need the primary leisure activity. You need the rest every single day. But you don't have to go out and be social every single day. You don't have to be active every single day. You don't have to be creative every single day. But the hierarchy goes up because of the benefits of each. Hello, Anwabarari. Hello. Hey, Kev. He said Mackin. Nah, I heard everything you saying. You ain't boring. I'm really listening to you. Okay, Chrissy. So, you saw my nails? There you go. It's just regular. I have the same nails every week, so it's nothing different. What is leisure? Leisure is the time that it's basically free time. Let's just summarize it. Leisure is free time. You don't have nothing else to do. Nothing else. You just have free time. You can kick your legs up and do whatever you want. That's leisure. Okay, D-Man said, dang, I might learn something. That's what we're here for. You become aware, then you can manifest more for yourself with awareness. Gratitude means goodwill. Gratitude means goodwill. That means you can will your life. You like a car wheel. You driving yourself in different directions. You can will your life towards the good things that you desire. A lot of times the problem is people are so negatively, like in their thoughts, so their thoughts are so negative. That's the only way that they can will their life is to the negative. That's why they attract the same thing day after day, because they're not focused on gratitude. They're not focused on the good things. So when me having these conversations, I'm putting in y'all's face the good things that y'all can think about. Eventually, y'all can will y'all's life in that direction if you so want to. Is leisure boredom? No, leisure is actually the exact opposite. It's engaging. Leisure is engaging. It's interesting. It's something that you'll probably desire to do. You can't see the bottom too. You see it, friend? So it says social and primary leisure. But let's go ahead and get into it. So the primary leisure at the bottom, it says foundational leisure because it is. Preconditions is the concrete. Primary leisure is the foundation of the home, right? Period, crazy world. Period. So you can call it primary restorative leisure, or you can call it, you can call it primary leisure, or you can call it restorative leisure. So the purpose of restorative leisure is it definitely recharges your body. Y'all need that little recharge. Don't play. Don't think that you not human. Don't think that you're a robot. You're not human, that you could just do without sitting down and taking a little nappy nap. So this is the time where you're gonna restore. It's gonna be restorative to your mind, body, spirit, energy, all of that, right? And these are gonna look like you taking a nap, you taking a nice candlelit bath. This is gonna look like taking walks, listening to music. Yes, restoration isn't needed. These are the little things that you're gonna do, because if you don't get that, restorative leisure, what happens is you get too little, you start to feel fatigue. Sometimes people get chronic migraines because they be so tired. Their eyes will get tired, their vision will get blurry due to stress. Your body will literally start to slowly break down if you are not getting your primary leisure out of the way. So if you have free time, sometimes in that free time, just sit down. Just sit down and just sit down and just be quiet sometimes. Sometimes that's all you really need is a little bit of silence in order to restore you to feeling like top tier. Sometimes you just need to sit down and breathe. If you get too much of this restorative leisure, too much of anything may not always be good, but too much, you might feel passive. You may become more passive. Sam, suggest a good book on this topic. Where is the best book in the world? Where is it at? Let me go get it for you, Sam. Okay, Sam, this is the best book to get. Link in the description. It's called You Are Programmed. You Are Programmed. This is going to teach you. It's not directly on leisure because there's not too many books on leisure. I might be the one to write the book, honestly. Next book will be about leisure, how to manifest your life through exploring your leisurely activities. I think that might be what it is going to be. So if you want to purchase You Are Programmed, that's going to teach you how to get a successful mindset. It does have a hierarchy in it, but it uses Maslow's hierarchy. Let me show you. We use Maslow's hierarchy in the book. So you get to write in the book as well. So it does discuss hierarchy. It's not about leisure, though. It's about well-being in general. You said, is always thinking negative a bad thing? Yeah, if you always thinking negatively, all the time, every day, there's no breaks. Yeah, that's pretty bad. The only social leisure time I get is when I'm on here. Okay. Chris, did you get to watch the Love and Belonging one? That's what I always suggest people to watch. Love and Belonging. I think that gives you a good little foundational knowledge about how to attract better relationships and feel like you belong and attract better love in your life. So if you haven't, go watch Love and Belonging, the videos. You don't got to watch every single one, but watch a few of them. You never heard of it? It's on the channel. So just scroll through my lives and go to the Love and Belonging one. You can click on any one of those videos that calls to you because that will be the best video for you to watch to start attracting more love and belonging. Hey, Ralph. That video game gonna help me. What video game? Oh, the video gonna help you get laid. You'll check it. Maybe it might if you become a better person. Maybe. What is my channel about? It's about getting your mindset for success and manifesting all the things you desire from a heart level, not from a surface level desire. People, it's not about surface level, it's about heart level. Hey, Lucifer. Hey, friend. Welcome back. Welcome back to the chat. So I forgot to say, even more with the preconditions below the primary level, the primary leisure, even more with that is that it includes your hygiene. Some people, you need to take a bath, a shower, because really, it will really restore you. You know, them people, them scientists, that's why you can't believe every scientist. Them scientists was out here saying that you need to take a bath every 3 days. Baby, no. You may not need to put soap and water on your body every single day if your skin cannot handle that. Maybe you need a little bit a different type of soap or something. But you need to get in some water every single day to feel restorative. The unfortunate part about it is that sometimes in America, the water is not always the best water. Like, yeah, eczema. So, hey, Anwar, the water may not always be the best water, penetrating your skin, but you need something. Because you'll feel refreshed and you'll feel like a new little butterfly. Just doo, 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 doo. Yeah, those scientists. But you see, we wasn't the target audience, Rico. You know who the target audience was, them scientists. It wasn't us. Hey, Professor. So, um, I like a cleansing for sure, Ralph. You use Dr. Teal's? Yeah, I use occasionally I'll use Dr. Teal's as well. That's how you feel now, like a butterfly. Something like that. Feel like want to get detailed conversation with you. Can we get along on some email or something? Maybe this topic is just awesome, but I have to attend to something away. I don't know. Check out the link below. Go check out. I have a free 15-minute consultation. If you guys want to get more information about this topic, you can book a free 15-minute, and I'll answer whatever questions that you have. Why you say damn, Lucifer? So if you are really struggling to enjoy your leisure time, start from the bottom. I think this is the biggest thing that I want you guys to understand and get into your head when we have this conversation, is if you are struggling to enjoy your leisure time, start from the bottom. Start from the preconditions. Start from getting some sleep. Bye, baby. Start from getting sleep. Start from making sure you're getting your hygiene met daily. Make sure that your hair is done, especially if you're a woman. Make sure if you're a man that you get your little fresh cut, fresh retwist or something, you know? Your preconditions is going to matter the most. Make sure that you're being responsible and that your obligations are met. You can't enjoy your leisure time if you know that you 30 minutes late picking your kid up from the bus stop. So make sure that you're getting your obligations met in order for you to really enjoy this leisure time. Okay, you can't get your bills paid. Let's first focus on getting those bills paid. You need to get leisure time regardless of if the bills are paid or not. Mind you, you need your leisure time regardless of if the bills are paid or not. So at least do what you can so you can enjoy the leisure time regardless, okay? My liver going outright, can it really regenerate itself? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, baby. I'm sorry. I cannot answer those questions. But cells, in general, cells do regenerate themselves. That may take longer because it's an organ, right? But individual cells repopulate every day. Me being the manifestation coach, mindset coach, I say get your mindset set on it regenerating. You never know what happens. You shouldn't have, somebody said you shouldn't have leisure, thrive in terrible environments. Can you explain further? I love more information. Oh, somebody answered you, Chris. So if you're needing to build that foundational, the concrete underneath your house, you need to prioritize your sleep. Make sure you're going to bed and waking up at a decent time. Make sure any sources, we talked about this with money, make sure anything that you need done, you can get it outsourced. Make sure you're signing up for the bills that needs to be paid via, automation. Make sure that if you can get somebody to come clean up the house once a month, or even once every 3 months, if you put your savings aside, make sure you do these things, right? So that you can enjoy each level. You ever been one of the people who asleep and then you wake up out of the blue and you like, oh my God, I didn't turn the stove off. It be like that. Like, that's how it be when you don't have your foundational preconditions met. You just out of blue when you in the middle of enjoying some type of activity. Mind y'all. I let my son go outside, and now my neighbor moving, y'all. Now my neighbor moving, and now he outside. He stuck outside, y'all. He gonna be so mad when he come back. He gonna come back in the house. He gonna be so mad, cause he be like, I couldn't get in the house. Like, it's not my fault. That's your fault. Okay, Chris. I'm glad that you stopped. Because what is the liver? I don't know the function of the liver. But you stop, so you working. You doing the work. That's good. Okay, CJ. So this is your explanation. Let me see what you said, CJ. So mind y'all, CJ said you shouldn't have leisure, thrive in terrible environments. So he said purposefully put yourself in uncomfortable situations to avoid becoming complacent in comfort. Strong men build good times. Good times build weak men. Weak men build bad times, and bad times create good men. So, okay, that's interesting. Well, science says, and although we don't listen to every scientist, but science says you need 2 to 5 hours of leisure time, and all leisure time is not having obligations. Nobody said you shouldn't have obligations. Nobody said you shouldn't have purpose and you should not have obligations and responsibilities is what I'm trying to say, right? Nobody said that because nobody's talking about anything that's going to put you in like you complacent. That's why they say if you have more than 5 hours of leisure time, CJ, that's when you start feeling meaningless and like there's no purpose, right? That's we just need to focus on the 2 to 5. Let's focus on the 2 to 5. So, like I was saying, when you focus on those preconditions, and yes, they are. When you focus on the preconditions, you'll build. Let's move to the next level. We was already on primary. Let's move to the next level. So when it comes to that restorative leisure, we already talked about what that looks like. And this looks like someone who never lets themselves rest versus someone who spends the whole day binging TV. So that's the exact extremes. You got that one person who don't know how to sit down. They always got something to do, always in somebody's face, always at somebody's party. Think, what's that guy's name? What's that man's name? Drewski. I don't know if that man get any rest. Do y'all think Drewski get rest? That man is always somewhere doing something, building something. Do y'all think that man go to sleep? That man don't look like he ever get any rest because he always doing some TV show. He always on somebody's stream, always in somebody's face, on somebody's stage, traveling here, traveling there, trying to find love. Drewski ain't, he always doing something, y'all. Versus someone who actually just don't do nothing. You know, you just watching TV all day, doom scrolling all day. So that you need to find that middle ground. Exactly, Drewski be everywhere. And mind y'all, I looked at his moon sign, and his moon sign, what was it? He's a Sagittarius moon, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, he's a Sagittarius moon. And one thing about a Sagittarius moon is that they gonna travel. Sagittarius moon, they're gonna travel, baby. They're gonna be somewhere traveling for work. So, yeah. So, you need to get that rest in. Where do you fit in that equation? For the rest, I honestly go to bed really late sometimes. I be trying to go to bed on time, and I wake up later than what I'm supposed to be waking up. So, I definitely get my rest. That's why I wake up later. I wake up about an hour later than what I need to wake up at. And I go to bed probably like a couple of hours later than when I need to go to bed. So I definitely need to get my rest in, but I'm always going to get sleep. Like even today, I slept in, turned all the alarms off, but I still woke up at like 8:30. So I could get sleep, but I definitely could do better with the rest. I definitely don't spend my whole day doom scrolling, and I definitely don't spend my whole day working. I think that I find the best middle ground that I can, because I prioritize rest. I really do. So after you get your little rest, oh, you said, are you adventurous or a homebody? I'm both. I'm like both. It just really depends. Like, I'll do things when I get really tired. I'm like, okay, I gotta get out the house. But I really do prefer to be out in places where I feel safe. And I have to do that little foot in the door. I gotta put my foot in the door before I fully like pop out, you know, like I just went out Wednesday by myself. And that'd be my thing, like with my adventurous, is that a lot of times I have to do these things by myself because I don't really have too many people around me who gonna do it with me. So yeah. But if I have more people around me who's like willing to pop out with me all the time, I'll probably be outside more. Because that used to be an issue I used to have, is that anytime anybody would invite me out, I would be outside. And I'd be like, okay, I need to be at home. So the next thing, are you adventurous, Lucifer? That's what I want to know. The next thing, I used to cut trees, plant trees, fill up trailer trucks, all while drunk. Lucifer. That sound like you, John. Chris, how did you do that? I used to know somebody who used to go to the gym and he would drink the little tea, the lemonade teas that you would get from the corner store, and he would smoke and then he would go to the gym. And I'd be like, how are you doing that? But Chris, you got some loving to do on yourself. You got a lot of love to do, because look, I'm not trying to get off topic. Your body got used to it. Let's look up the metaphysical meaning of liver. Organ. You a blank canvas. So metaphysically, the liver is linked to the life force, vitality, and emotions, especially anger, and its protective warrior spirit. So this may be a time for you to express your anger, because the liver's role is filtering toxins from blood is a central theme in metaphysical meaning, symbolizing purification and removing hindrance to health. Okay. That's what Google says. So, okay. So the next thing that we need to focus on. Okay, period, Chris. Okay. I love the growth. I love it. So let's get into the social leisure, because this is what comes after that restoration. You focus, notice this, you take care of yourself first. You restore yourself, you feed yourself first. Then guess what you do next? You engage with other people. So the next thing on the social leisure is going to be social and belonging leisure. So this looks like emotional safety, bonding with others, and belonging. This is going to look like you having family dinners. We always talk about the importance of having dinner with your family every day at a table. And, just going through the conversations of the day, how your day was, the little things of life. So this is going to look like gathering, especially if you have like a spiritual belief, you go to church, gathering for church. This is going to look like game nights with friends. This is going to look like you just getting out and just enjoying the environment with the groups of people that are around. You don't even have to be with a group of people that you know. You could just go into an environment with groups of people. I know where I live, the city where I live, it's always something going on. No, this is not the Maslow's hierarchy. This is the hierarchy of leisure. We on social leisure right now. So this, again, social leisure does not mean that you're with a group of people that you know. You could just be in groups of people where you guys are doing an activity or something that you enjoy. You could go Google or ChatGPT and say activities near me in my city. Oh my God, my voice is breaking up. Activities near me in my city. So if you get too little of this social leisure, you'll start feeling lonely. You'll start feeling disconnected, because humans need humans. We do. If you get too much, you might feel like you overcommitted to people. You may not be able to give enough to yourself, and you won't have any time for self-reflection, which is necessary. You just had real Rico. That sounds nice. Jealous. I wish I could do that with my cousins, but we all live in different states. Oh my. That sounds so fun. So the thing about it is that if you're the type of person who don't know how to say no, and this is how I used to be, and it really wasn't because I didn't want to say no, it's because I wanted to say yes, right? But if you always saying yes to going out with groups of people, you'll never get the time that you need. This is the spectrum. This is extreme, right? This is always saying yes and always going out, never being at home, never getting time to yourself to reflect and to enjoy your own hobbies. This is being isolated. Maybe you're a workaholic, always doing something by yourself. You never see your friends, you never see your family. This is the spectrum. So we want to meet in the middle to where you have time where you're isolated and you can rejuvenate, restore your own mental, your mindset, your physical, whatever you need to do within your own time, versus the right there where you're still getting out, being with people, at least 1 to 2 times a week where you're enjoying the company of other people. You can't be social because you attach the drinking to being social. So you just have to change your self-concept. You have to change the concept of what drinking is. You have to change your perspective of what drinking is and what social, how being social is for you. It may take a little bit of time, but just journal. Do a video diary, talk about it out loud. That would be really supportive. So we want to definitely build that connection, that emotional intimacy, the love. That's why this second portion is so important, because we want to build that with people. And the way you build bond is by repetition. I know, right, John? Doesn't it sound fun? So again, this looks like you can even go out and volunteer. We talked about how giving time to people makes you feel like you have more time yourself, and it makes you more patient. So you want to do these things, even go get coffee or smoothies with somebody, invite somebody out, call somebody to talk on the phone in your free time. These little things will be really beneficial to you to build this and enjoy this leisurely time. The thing about it is, personality wise, extroverts love social leisure. Extroverts love to go outside. So this is probably going to be, this leisurely activity is going to be the normal for an extrovert. Versus an introvert, this is going to be harder. This may be a little harder for you if you're an introverted person. So you have to find activities that are tailored to you. You don't have to go out to a concert if you're an introvert. Maybe you invite somebody over, or you go to their home, or you go to a nice little cute little coffee shop. Maybe it's small and very intimate. If you're an introvert, maybe you can enjoy your leisure time with, like, your social leisure time in more intimate, smaller places. Even sometimes just sitting in the car. When I was younger, those are the type of activities I love to do, is go sit in the car at a lake. You go invite your friends to the lake, grab your little bottle, a little something, just chill. That's an introvert's dream. It's just to be within a small confined, small but with space, but you're enjoying it. So, hi, Jorge. So you have to figure out what is best for you. Don't just think that, oh, social, oh, listen to music, John, facts. Don't just think social, oh my God, a lot of people, because that's showing you how you perceive being social. Social does not mean you have to be around hundreds of people. It just means you need to engage with another human being. That's it. So, you want to build this. You can focus on at least like one time a week. Let's say 1 hour, one time a week. I just go randomly hit a friend up and be like, hey, you want to chill today? You want to, it also, you can join groups. Let's say you're introverted, if you're not extroverted, you introverted. You can join a little group. Go join whatever type of group, walking clubs. Go join something. Even social leisure, I would prefer you guys to do something in person with people. But if you just really cannot find people to be social with online, this is a place where people are very social on my channel, I believe. People are very social. So you can even find an online platform where you can engage with people. Geminis are extra extroverts. I'm a Gemini. I'm an introvert extrovert. What they call an ambivert. That's what I am. It just depends on what's going on. But I do be the life of party sometimes. So yeah, you with this social leisure, make sure that you are intentional. Ah, Chris. Make sure that you're intentional. Say yes to things that light you up. If your friend is asking you to go to the vegan store and go try vegan food and you just do not like vegan food, and no, here, I got a better one. Shout out to Capricorns. Your friend is asking you to go try vegan cheese. If y'all ever had vegan cheese, oh my god, disgusting. Your friend is asking you to try vegan cheese. She wants you to go vegan cheese taste testing. And that just sounds disgusting to you. And you would not do it. Oh my god. Just say no. Don't always say yes to things, especially if you have, if you can use that time to focus on your primary leisure. Or you could use that time to do something that you actually enjoy with somebody else. Where Rico said, nah, I can't get down with the vegan food. Yeah, sometimes it'd be good, but man, sometimes that'd be nasty. So learn how to say yes and no, especially if you're an extrovert. This is going to be the area of your life where you start learning yes and no. And it's okay to say no. So the next portion that we have is active leisure. So if it's Costco, I'm down AF. No, but for real, Chris, that's a social leisure activity. Like, there are some people who invite their friends to go to Costco. You can invite your friend, come shopping with me. Come to the grocery store with me. Just let's talk. Let's go to the grocery store. Like, that's real. Then y'all can go get Costco pizza. Sounds like a good time to me. I would even say, like, social leisure, like, you in a relationship, going grocery shopping is a perfect place to go. In a relationship, go with your partner and grocery shopping. Even what Costco got pizza. What else be serving food and have like a little food court? Sam's, I think. Yeah. So even like there's so many opportunities for you guys to figure out a social activity. Hi, Cranberry. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, y'all. Okay. Sorry, that was my neighbor, y'all. She thought her open my door, so she closed the door. I said, girl, no, my son outside, girl. My son outside. He gonna be so mad at me. You said Marcos had the best pizza? Cranberry. Not you ask great questions. Every day, baby. You gotta do it every day. Gotta get that out your system. Y'all, that was I got up so quick. Okay. And it was dark in there too. I had to make sure nobody was in my house. I had to make sure I ain't had to beat nobody up today. Okay. So let's get back into it. Let's get back into it. So we on active leisure, y'all. The importance of active leisure. So this is what's going to improve your life force overall. Hey, Benjamin. It's going to boost your mood. It's going to reduce your stress. Y'all been stressed out. Y'all been cranky. It's because you need to get outside, get to the exercise, get to the body movements. This is gonna look like yoga, swimming, dancing. exercising, weight training. This is going to look like jumping jacks, push-ups, sit-ups, right? This is going to look like walking, cardio, all those things, tennis, basketball. This is going to be the active leisure. And the interesting thing about it is that you can actually mix active leisure and social leisure together. You can get both at the same time if you find the right groups. You can go on a walking club, basketball courts, tennis courts. You can mix them together. So, I mean, you can even mix social leisure and primary leisure together if you really think about it. You could be resting and chilling with a friend, right? Y'all both just laid back chilling. Y'all chilling. Y'all restoring yourself together. Even like I've definitely done things with primary leisure and social leisure. I've done like self-care days with my best friend before where we'll do each other's hair, we'll do face mask and foot and feet mask and all the things. So some of these things can be mixed together. Don't think that it's a one and done thing. Like, it's not strict. This is a very fluid thing in your life. Be open to the concept of these things are, you are capable of doing these things, right? You're capable. You have the power to do these. You can do these things however you would like to do it. All of these things need to be done throughout the week, but there's not one have to. There's something that you can do that you'll enjoy. Real Rico said he know because he do it, period. And then Chris said hiking partner, running partner, training partner. Exactly. That gives you the social aspect of being active. So what happens is this actually feeds into you improving some of your skills as well. Y'all know movement. You move your body, it improves your cognition. Cognition is your knowing, your reasoning, your ability to attain the knowledge that you get throughout the day. It's going to also improve your creativity, which is the highest leisure. Hey, Jared. Creativity is the highest leisure. It's going to give you the energy to grow, to sustain yourself, to maintain yourself. And what happens is if you're not getting activity, number one, you're going to be a big bag sitting on the couch. Don't be mad at me. I'm just telling you the truth. If you're not active, you're not moving your body, you're going to be a big bag. You're going to have tension. Them tensions in your shoulders going to be like this. Because you're going to be so stressed out. Your body going to be like this. Your body going to be constricted because you're so stressed out. The energy in your body is not flowing enough for you to express it. Now you have energy stuck in you. You have energy stuck in you. Yes, Jared. Fridays with Meiana. Hey. The thing about it is you can also start having sleep problems. You can't get efficient sleep. The quality of sleep is decreased because now you have so much energy within you that needs to be expressed. John said dancing helps. Facts. You might also feel sluggish, especially if you're not being able to get the quality sleep because you're not getting the activity in. You're going to be tired. You're going to be like, why am I so tired? Oh, it's because I should have exercised today. Maybe I could have did a couple of push-ups or something, right? So if you're getting too much, which is often, if you have the mindset of, I am an athlete, I am in shape, I am, anything with the concept of being active, sometimes you can flow into that getting too much of this active leisure time. That could look like you overtraining yourself, you pushing too much weights, you stressing your body out, or you don't have no off days. You work out 7 days a week, no off days. Now your tissue doesn't have the time to restore itself. This could look like you not even thinking about the social or the creative leisure or the primary leisure. If you're too overly obsessed with being active, sometimes being overly obsessed with being active can also stem from trauma. Let's say you used to be overweight, you saw that you were losing weight, and now you are so traumatized of being overweight again. Now you like, let me exercise all the time, every day. So you have to do what's best for you. Make sure that you over exercising, you being obsessed with being active is not coming from trauma. Maybe you've had trauma of health issues. Some people have trauma with family members who had health issues. They have to watch their family members go through health issues. Now they want to be active. I've actually watched this show on YouTube. I wish I remember the name of the show. But what happened is they will get two different people and make them kind of like, did they live together? I think they like lived together for like a week or something like that. So they, in the one episode that I watched, they had this really in shape skinny woman, and they had this really obese big woman. And the skinny woman would always make comments to the big woman. She would be like, "You big." She was always telling the woman that she was big as fuck. And the big woman was always like, "Girl, you skinny. You not eating no food. Why you not eating? Why your plate? Why you ain't got no food on the plate?" The skinny woman would be like, "Why you got so much food on your plate?" And they ended up finding they really didn't like each other, honestly. And you could tell like the skinny woman, she was trying to push her beliefs on her child about exercising and eating healthy. And the big woman was like, "Girl, let that girl eat that candy." But you found, like, I was watching the show, we found out that the skinny woman was so focused on being healthy and having an active life because her dad had died from some type of cancer or something like that. And the big woman, I think she had been restricted in her childhood. And because she was restricted, she didn't want to do that to herself anymore. So she just indulged in whatever she wanted to indulge in. The sad part about it is that what ended up happening is that a few years later, the big woman ended up actually dying of a heart attack, which is crazy because the skinny woman kept telling her, "You gonna die of a heart attack." Like, she kept telling her, like, you eating all this unhealthy food, you gonna die of a heart attack. She did actually end up dying of a heart attack, so something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she died. So, you know, it's important. Find your balance. Lucifer said, "I want to see her stand up. I thought I seen something." Yeah, okay. Somebody said pick it up. I'm not about to play with y'all before I get lost. Like, I'm not in the house. Y'all crazy. But yeah, Real Rico, it's all about good balance in a mix. So, where are we at? So, people who are more adventurous, also if you're extroverted, you can tend to be more active as well. But if you're more adventurous, you want to explore more, it'll be natural for you to be active because you're going to be always moving around anyway. But let me see. Some people who are disciplined, it may be a routine. So it just depends on your personality, how you get this in your life. Some people is going to be, oh, I exercise on this day for this amount of time. That's what I do. But some people are like, okay, well, I'm just going to go out and take a walk because I just need to decompress. Right? So it's all about how your personality, what fits for you. If you need discipline and structure, add it in your schedule. 30 minutes a day is the basic necessities. Anything more than that is okay, it's just additional. But if you could just do like 30 minutes a day of active leisure, that's going to be enough. And you also have to do what is accessible to you. Let's say, again, you may have disabilities or you're obese, right? You may not be able to get up and jog or you do certain stuff. So what you could do, okay, Mrs. Okay, Mrs., I see you. What you could do is start by just doing simple like leg and arm lifts. Whatever is accessible to you, just move your body. Just twist and stretch, okay? So, you can start off with a couple of 30-minute sessions a week just to get your body in the groove of things. You said you ain't heard something drop, must can't hear. What y'all heard earlier was my door closed. If y'all see me get up quick without thinking, it's because my door had closed. I had to get my ass up and go see what was going on. Because my front door had closed. My son outside. He be outside sometimes. Y'all know I let him do what he wants. So, yeah. So, also, if you're having a hard time being active, start combining your habits. So, you may have a habit to... What's a good habit? You may have a habit to take out the trash a couple of times throughout the week. When you take the trash out, just do a couple of little squats. Before you leave the house, do a couple of squats. If you start combining habits, it'll be easier for you to build more activity in your day-to-day. Also, make it fun. Don't make it feel like it's something that you have to do as a punishment. Start feeling like this is what I want to do because I love myself and I know this is what's going to make me feel better, right? So you have to get your mindset in it in order to enjoy being active, because some people just really don't enjoy being active, or they see it as a punishment, or they see it as, this is not who I am. You know, you have to put it in your mindset that this is who I am. I'm human. I'm a human who needs active leisure time. Leisure meaning this is something that you enjoy. Do things that you enjoy. Don't just be doing just whatever. Okay, I'm being nosy. Make it fun. And I also want to say this, because I know with some like people who are in sports and stuff, some people in sports were punished with exercising, or even if you had like a very masculine background, like a father who punished you with exercising, you may like you thought I froze. Oh yeah, because I looked to the side. You may have a certain relationship with exercising. So these are kind of things that you have to think about if you don't feel good about exercising. Your knees bad at 32? Dang, friend. You said 12 years? So as soon as you turn 20, you just said, fuck it. We lit. You know, it be like that sometimes. So find an activity that you're going to enjoy. Don't force yourself to do nothing that you don't enjoy. If you don't like, if you do not like going to the gym, don't go to the gym. You don't have to go to the gym. Do something at home if you're so introverted. Go do some sit-ups in the house. Go get a walking pad. Go get a vibration plate. Go do something. Just find out what you like, you know? So, that is the active leisure. The next thing is creative leisure. We can also consider this as mastery, skill-based leisure. Hey, Damien. Okay. Thank you. You can also consider creative leisure. Can y'all see this where it says creative leisure? I think I'm going to let me delete this because I can't see it. I tried it when it was 15, but it wasn't daily. Oh, damn. So, mastery, creative leisure. I love it. So what happens is when you get to this section, how am I funny? I just be being myself. When you get to this is what's going to help you build your skills. This creative leisure is the best leisure. I'm telling you. Thank you, Damien. It's going to help you identify who you are. If you're having identity issues, especially if you're young, y'all having issues identifying, who am I? What is my purpose in this world? I feel like life has no meaning. What is the purpose of this all? Get creative, baby. Figure it out. You are the one who decides your purpose. Thank you, John. You are the one who decides your purpose through what you create in this world. So this is going to be things like enjoyable challenges. You know, some people be like, okay, what's a challenge that people do? I'm only going to, like, I've done this before. I'm not going to consume any sugar for a certain amount of days. That challenged me, and it made me become more creative in the type of meals that I eat. It also taught me a lot about America and how America poisons us with sugar. So that's a challenge. You can also challenge. I've done different types of fasts. That was a type of fast that I did. I've also challenged myself to do other things, but I've seen other people challenge themselves to do stuff like, let me go walk 10,000 feet, 10,000 steps every single day. Let me challenge myself to go say hi to one new person every single day. This is going to be what's going to get you in the creative flow to manifest. So this is going to look like you learning music. You could be learning how to make music. You can be learning the history of music. You can be learning the patterns of music, what genres match with people's personality. Like, each concept has so many branches that you could really get into and like become a master in learning these things. You can learn painting. You can learn how to write as a writer. I love me a little writing. You can learn woodworking. You can learn anything that's meaningful to you, right? Anything that you really just enjoy, just learn about it. And start doing it. Start practicing it every day. I know some people on the live, they like to do music. So you like to make music. Okay, let's start learning how to make more music that you're interested in. Let me see. So that's going to be like the high quality aspect of this creative mastery skill based. Yeah, like a hobby. I mean, all of these are in a way hobbies, you know. Low quality will look like you being obsessive. Don't be obsessive, y'all. Low quality could look like you being a perfectionist. What happens is when you are a perfectionist, you have expectations, and now you're no longer able to get in the flow state. So remove the expectations when you're creative. Just create. Just create something. Literally, the things that I just used to create for myself, and I used to be like, okay, I'm just gonna do this just because. Even if it just don't make sense, like there's artwork that I've painted before, and I'm like, this just, I don't know where this is going. Then you get done with it, and it's like, oh, this looks amazing. Don't give up until the product is finished, right? That's when you give up and you can make a judgment on if it was good or not. But don't put expectations on the things that you're enjoying, being creative, building these skills. The process of this is going to be, this creative mastery built leisure time is what's going to be your play. As adults, we can't always go out and go to the recess. We can't go to the park all the time and swing and push the kids off the slide and slide ourselves, right? Unfortunately. But what we can do is we can get into a playful state in our hobbies. We can enjoy the things that we do already, right? We can just play. This is what creativity is for us, for play. Remember, even as children, play allows kids to learn without consequences. There's no like punishments when you're playing, right? Because you're just learning how to do things, right? Kids be like, I'm gonna go bake me a cake. Here's my pan. I'm gonna put this in here. I'm gonna put this in here. I'm gonna put it in the oven. But in real life, you could do the same thing with actual cake. Well, I'm just gonna make me a cake. I don't know. Just put this, do this, put it in the oven. Let me taste it, right? The thing about being a child playing is it's more imaginative, but being an adult, you can actually use real things. You don't have to imagine it. You can actually use it. So you said like fixing things you've been meaning to fix but was procrastinating. Yeah, you can see that as play. Like, let's say, I know there are men out there who enjoy, like, they may not be a what's the word? What's the word? Exactly, Rorico. Like a technician. I don't know what you call it, a maintenance man, a fixer, somebody who comes in and fix things around the house. I don't know what you call it. They may not do that, but there are some men who really enjoy just fixing things. Okay, it's a challenge, right? A handyman, that's exactly, thank you, Chris. It's a challenge. Some men like the challenge of, I've never done this before. Let me figure out how to do it. I don't need nobody to help me out. I'm gonna do it. That is a creative leisure. Bob, and that's what I be saying all the time. Bob said my hobby and talent literally became my new job after I left the corporate world. Best part, I'm earning 3 times more than my corporate job, and I never feel burnt out. Period. Congratulations to you, Bob. Congratulations to you. So again, it's going to be low quality if you're trying to be a perfectionist. You're not enjoying and playing. Hey, Panayan. It's going to be low quality leisure time if it becomes a second job, right? If you already working and now you done, like how Bob said, he doesn't feel burnt out. He makes more money. He enjoys it. He feels good. But if you overwork yourself and you overcommit to things within this creative leisure, you make it a job for you, it's no longer going to be fun. You have to have boundaries, and you have to, those boundaries for creative leisure has to be, this needs to feel like fun and play. I need to be able to explore without anything limiting me from doing so. So, it's also going to feel low quality if you feel like you're not progressing in this. So if you feel like you're not progressing in it, let's say you learning makeup, it's been 3 years, you still don't know how to do an eyebrow. Well, it's going to probably feel like low quality leisure time because you're not getting anywhere. So this example says hobbies that become second jobs, endlessly starting projects, but never finishing, and also busy work marked as leisure. So if it's like you just moving around, not really doing anything, and I think that's one of the biggest things is starting things and not completing it. It may be fun, but that the thing about skill-based leisure is that the learning that you get when you complete something, when you close the cycle. So you don't want to have a whole bunch of unfinished things around the house. Get get what you need out of it. Allow yourself to feel that dopamine and that pride by completing whatever is in front of you with your creative leisure. You want to paint? Okay, just take some time and eventually finish the painting. It may take a while, but set in your mind that, okay, I'm going to complete this, or at least do something small and accessible. Don't force yourself to do a big painting if you don't think you can complete it, but do things that you can complete. We always kicking it because we was enjoying ourselves while working. Okay, I love that for you. Start the task and finish the task. Yeah, exactly, Rorico. Exactly. That's what's gonna support you. It's gonna make you feel good. Um, so when you think about it, whatever this mastery creative leisure is, for me, I can be honest, I love to journal, I love to write. So one of the things that I be thinking is I just need free time to just write. Because I told y'all about, that's how I started writing my book that I have, You Are Programmed, is that I had an abundance of free time and nowhere to go. And I just started writing. And that's just what happened. And so I be feeling like I just need the world to like escape. I need to escape the world to write in order for me to really enjoy the writing. But yeah. So, don't be trying to be a high achiever with your creative leisure. I mean, you gonna naturally be a high achiever if you a high achiever. But don't be trying to force yourself to do stuff. Like, just you be a lifelong learner. You're not gonna be able to get what they be saying. Rome was not built in a day. John said, "I'm a Virgo. Can't do it. I gotta get it done." Period. I love that. Why I love me some Virgos. So if you need to build this creative mastery skill-based leisure up here, the top of the hierarchy, just start with like 1 to 2 hours a week. Like, don't force yourself. Just start like 1 to 2 hours a week. Break it up. If you know that it's gonna take you 3 months to do something, don't try to do it all in one day. Just acknowledge, okay, if it's gonna take a little bit of time for me, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And don't try to make money off of it too early, right? Allow yourself to become efficient in what you're doing before you just try to make money off of it. Let the money come to you. Because once you're doing something and you enjoy it so much and people know that you do it and they enjoy it too, they're going to want to give you money. So don't be trying to just make money off of it. Wait until it comes to you. That's how I built many of the things that I do. They start off as hobbies, and then somebody says, "Oh, I want to buy it. Let me give you some money." Like, y'all know I told y'all about how I used to make earrings and ashtrays. And I told you it started off with me making an ashtray for my boyfriend at the time. And I was showing people like, oh, this is what I made my boyfriend for Christmas. Or was it his birthday? It was either Christmas or his birthday. I can't remember. And then somebody was like, I want one. Can you make me one? And I said, okay. And they was like, and I was like, okay, I'll make you one. And they was like, okay, I'm going to pay you. I'm like, you don't got to pay me. I was like, no, I'm going to pay you. I was like, okay, girl. Pay me, girl. So that's how it started. So this one is actually not on the list, but it's on my list over here. It's not in the picture is what I mean. But it's at the very, very top. Right there. like this. That's where it is. Right there. Okay, period, John. Period. So this is not up there, but the last one is, although creative leisure does get you in the flow state, it helps you manifest and it helps you connect to your identity of who you are in the world around you. I would also say with creative leisure, if you're an introvert and you are too much into your creativity, it can block you from social leisure. So be careful of that if you're an introvert and being too introverted and being so solely focused on creating whatever you're doing that you don't get outside and see the sun. Be careful. But the last one is reflective spiritual leisure. And if you watch the video, whatever video that was, I think it was the last video, the money video, where we talked about getting you some awe. If you watch the last video where we talked about getting you some awe, I'm enjoying saying that. I've been saying it a lot lately. Because when I went out the other day, I was sitting on the rooftop looking at the skyline. It was beautiful. I said, ooh, I'm getting me some awe. I'm getting me some awe today. I'm going to start saying this, y'all. Go get you some awe. But some awe, A-W-E. A-W-E, awe. So this purpose is what's going to help you transcend. If you look at Maslow's hierarchy, which I don't think I have a picture of Maslow's hierarchy, but y'all can look it up. Maslow's hierarchy. Maslow's hierarchy is a hierarchy of well-being and the things that you need. And at the very top is self-actualization. So creative leisure is self-actualization, but spiritual leisure, all-based leisure activities, is also a higher form of self-actualization. Because with creative leisure, you start to identify more of your own personal identity. But with this reflective spiritual leisure, you start to see more of your relation to the world around you. What the heck is awe? Let's do a definition for you. So, awe is a feeling of reverential respect mixed with fear or wonder. The sentence says, they gaze in awe at the small mountain of diamonds. An emotion variously combining dread, veneration, and wonder. Oh, wow, exactly. I wonder what etymology says about the definition of awe. Fear, dread, reverence. That's so interesting that awe is... I'm going to have to look into this. I didn't really do much research on awe, honestly. But the fact that awe is an emotion that is healthy for your spirituality, but the definition is fear, terror, great reverence. You know how they be like, God, be a God. What did they be saying about God? Fearing God. They be like, be afraid of God, something like that. Have fear in God. Allow God to basically that awe, right? This is interesting. I'm gonna have to do more information about it because it says to be depressed, to be afraid. Awful. You're right. And hi, D-Nice. I don't know if I said that already. Awful. Very interesting, right, Rodrigo? And then they have one called awing, action of inspiring with awe. Wow. Let me not get too much into it because I will get off topic. Let me go back to where I was. I will do my own research and I'll let you guys know what I come up with. Exactly, John. I'm like, what's the connection? What's going on? There has to be something. Like, I like the hat because I can like pull down and be like, oh my God. Going down a rabbit hole for sure. Stay on. Okay, Lucifer, I got you. I'm gonna stay on track. So, reflective, spiritual based, awe inspiring leisure activities will look like you meditating, journaling, praying, stargazing, going on walks and looking at the nature around you, enjoying the nature around you. Make sure it's a clean environment. You may not get it if you're not in a good environment. So if you're not in a healthy, safe environment, drive to the next neighborhood where you can do so. This could look like you reading, especially if you read spiritual texts. It could look like you doing retreats. You getting away. So the thing about awe is with the stargazing, it really depends on where you live. Because back home where I'm from, we used to have the best sunsets. Like, I wish I had pictures to show y'all. We used to have the best sunsets. And now I moved to a big city and you can't even see the stars. Like, you can't really see stars. Like, I'm from an area where you could just drive out to the country and you could see the stars. And I remember I was talking to somebody who lived in a different state than me. They was visiting and they was like, you know, the skyline looks so much lower than where I'm from. Because where they're from, they have really tall buildings. So depending on where you are, your vision of the sky, your ability to get that awe from the sky is going to be different. You might have to take a little trip. Not Chris said, duh, the lights in the big city. Of course, that's what I'm telling you. I'm not, you know, I didn't go into detail about why, but I'm just letting you know. John talking about where you from. Again, y'all know where I'm from? Y'all, I'm from Oklahoma. But, yeah. Where I'm from, it was a lot more country area. If you drove outside the city, it wasn't hard to get to the country is what I'm trying to say. It was not hard to get to the country. It was a very quick little drive. So, you know, that's one thing I really do miss is being able to see the skyline. It was so beautiful. Oh, here's a picture right here. This was back where I'm from. Hold on, let me turn the background off. Should I turn the background off? I think, yeah, we got the message with this. Here. So this was a picture. I used to go to the lake all the time. This is a picture I took at the lake. Yeah, why is it not? Y'all see that? Let me take my toothpick out the screen so y'all can see it. Maybe I should turn it. Oh, that's why it's not turning. So this was a picture I took at the lake. Like, this used to be my screensaver. It was so awe-inspiring. Yes, I even painted a picture. I even painted a picture based on it too. But like, I used to have so many pictures of just the sky because I used to love taking pictures of the sky. And now I don't, and it's not too many skies to take a picture of in the city. So, you know, y'all gotta get that awe. What happens is that life definitely starts to feel a little bit more meaningful when you get awe, when you get that awe feeling, when you feel you can reflect and be like, oh, it's more. That's that indigenous stuff. When you say indigenous, what exactly do you mean? I think indigenous and I think native to the land. And maybe even Native Americans. What you mean, friend? So preserving nature. Oh. Okay. So what happens is when you get that awe, a lot of times it trickles down to every other portion of that hierarchy that we discussed, and it makes every single one feel a lot more meaningful. It's going to make you more patient. It's going to make you enjoy life more. It's going to make you feel like you have more time. Get your awe in, right? So if you get too little, life may feel mechanical, right? It may feel like I'm doing the same thing every single day. You know, life just feels like nothing's really happening. I'm just doing the same thing. I'm a robot, go to work, wake up, go to sleep, right? So you need something to break that cycle up. You know, even walking backwards can give you a little bit of awe and enjoyment. You know, it reprograms the mindset for the day. But if you get too much, where you just so, like, imagine the people who live out in the woods, they don't want to pay no bills, they don't want to be a part of society. You get too much of the spiritual reflective leisure, you might be a Pisces. You might be getting too much into the escapism, using spirituality to like escape real world obligations. And you might just be so spiritually in tune, be like, well, this is who I am. Think nature boy. You start to separate from really the real world, right? You need a balance. Because y'all know who Nature Boy is? Ain't that the one who went to jail? Y'all tell me. So people who would really get this really well is spiritual intuitives. I'm intuitive, period. Spiritual seekers, even religious people, definitely artists, starving artists type of energy. Anybody who just has that spiritual personality. But if you are a logic-based person, let's say you're an engineer, you're an accountant, you may struggle to really be able to enjoy the awe-inspiring moments and see the value in them. Hey there, Kawasho. Who's Ric Flair? Rorico said the awe will give you more overall enjoyment out of everyday life. Exactly. So, you know, 5 to 10 minutes of reflection. That's why they say gratitude. Daily gratitude is important. 5 to 10 minutes of gratitude journaling, meditating, even doing like a once a month activity where you're like really submerged in whatever spiritual activities you're interested in, right? So get that in you. I think that this perfectly ties into the spirituality and religion video that I did with leisure. So if you want more awe in your life and to build that, definitely watch that video. Okay, thank you, Vidyaskar. Thank you, friend. Lucifer, you know I'm 48. You better stop playing. You know I'm 48. I feel like I look so shiny because I didn't do any powder today, y'all. I know y'all don't know what that is, but I know y'all don't know what that is, but I just look so shiny. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who Ric Flair is, so let's look him up. I wonder if one day, an American retired professional wrestler. Okay. Ric Flair said there's more good female talent than there is male. Interesting. Oh, why is Ric Flair called the Nature Boy? Oh, that's his name, Nature Boy. D'Angelo Brown sugar looking babe. No, when I say Nature Boy, let me see. It's a black guy. No, what's his name? What's his Nature God? Nature God, black man. What's his name? Maybe that's not his name. I'm not saying it right. Nature Boy. Oh, his name is Nature Boy. Yeah, his name is Nature Boy. Damien. He said, I like you, 24, baby. Okay, period. Yeah, the cold guy, Rico. That's what I'm talking about. He got a daughter, too. Which one, the white man or the black one? Now we gotta know which one we talking about. Which Nature Boy? We talking about the cult leader black man or the rest of the white man? The white dude. Oh, he got a daughter. Okay. Side note, why was I driving today? I was putting my lip gloss on today while I was driving, and all of my lip gloss came out and spilled all over me. I have lip gloss in my hair. My hair is still sticky because I had spilled lip gloss. I had lip gloss all over my clothes. Oh my God, y'all. I said I never want to experience this ever again. Or I do with an attitude. Woo! Is that what he be saying or something? That's what I said. I said, dang. I would never do that again. Best believe. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this little conversation up, y'all. So, each layer, if y'all know anything about Maslow's hierarchy, each layer of his hierarchy has a cutoff point. So, with the physiological needs, you don't need to drink 20 bottles of water, right? You just need a certain amount of water. That's enough for you for that day. You don't need to eat 8 meals. You don't need 20 beds. You need one nice mattress that you can sleep on. You need 3 good nutritious meals. You know, it's a cutoff point. Then you can feel satisfied in that area and move to the next one. And with this, you can't overburden yourself, right? You can do so much, and then you can get satisfied with each level as you build, right? So if you are in a restorative stage, you're trying to get that restorative leisure in, 2 liters of water a day. I don't know. You tell me. You can get too much restoration, and then you start feeling stagnant because you sleep all day. You don't need to be sleep 24 hours, okay? Sleep, get up, and do something. You don't need to be too social. You be outside every day. Now you burnt out. Now you're not able to focus on yourself. You don't need to be too active. Now your body's stressed out. Now your body can't restore the tissue can't restore itself. You don't need to be focused on mastering a skill too much. Now you too focused on perfectionism. You're trying to show up in a certain way to the world. You don't need to be reflective too much because now you bypassing the reality of the world. Hey, Miss Bloomy. You like drinking essential water? Okay. Oh, people call it moderation. Okay, shout out to moderation. That's what me and my people be saying, Rico. That's what we be saying. Elite 48. Shout out to you on fall break. So, life is always expanding. There's no ends to anything. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it. You know, mix them together. You know, you can get restoration. You can show up to family events. You know, you go to a dinner and then they be like, let's go do yoga. You know, you feel energized. Now you want to go take a new class. Thank you, baby. So that is the hierarchy of leisure that I have for you guys. Make sure that you find ways to get better quality in each level. But start from the bottom. You can really start wherever you want to. You know, don't listen to me. Do what you want to do. Okay, it's giving, John. Thank you. It's giving. Shout out to Nigeria. So do what you want to do. You feel like right now is the best time to focus on improving your foundation, your preconditions. Then focus on getting good sleep. Focus on eating healthier meals. If you feel like, okay, well, maybe I want to improve my social leisure time, go outside. You do what's best for you in this moment, okay? And also push yourself out of your comfort zone. If you're an introvert, find more social activities to do. If you are too spiritual and you only focus on the government being a constricting energy, hey, Madison, the government, I got to pay taxes. Why am I human paying taxes? Hey, GR, you too spiritual, baby. Let's get grounded. Okay, let's come back to earth. It's okay. Pay some of them taxes and go about your day. Okay. Poetic, not Janet Jackson, but her friend. Let's look up poetic justice characters. Poetic Justice. I love that song by Kendrick Lamar. You talking about what's this girl's name? I don't like when people don't put the names of the people. Regina. Regina, you talking about Regina King? That's what you talking about? So now we know we can replace doom scrolling. You've been scrolling for 3-4 hours. That's one of my bad habits. Sometimes before I go to bed, I just be scrolling. And then I get hungry and I be like, oh, you know, it'd be really good with this scrolling. Some popcorn. Now I'm eating popcorn before bed. It be like that sometimes, you know. I'm not going to down myself for it. Let's see. So I'm going to tell you guys the rest of the topics that, oh, Stacey Dash. Okay. Popcorn aggravating? You're not eating the popcorn I eat. Whew, the popcorn I eat be so good. Meiana is awesome. Okay, well, I be scaring y'all. That's what you trying to say? No, I'm playing. The Boom Chicka Pop popcorn, John. Boom Chicka Pop kettle corn popcorn. You gotta try it. You like the caramel one? Which one? What brand is that? If anybody wants to eat good popcorn, Boom Chicka Pop kettle corn popcorn, it comes in a purple bag. You gotta try it. I'm telling you. So here's my last few videos that I have. You know I'm from America. The good old America with the eagles. Caw-caw. The eagle, the land of the free. Of the ones who think they're free. But they will, but I'm telling you, Rorico, no. Rorico, no. Hey, honey. The White. Hey, friend. So we got, here's the topics. It was actually Jenny with the hat. Oh, for sure. Okay, so here's the topics. We have what? Today's Friday, so I'll be back on Sunday and Monday. So you guys let me know what next topic y'all want to hear. Somebody said gambling or scamming. Think deeper, guys. Thank you, honey. John, I hope you've been, I'm not John. Why? I'm reading the words. GR, I hope you've been having a good day, friend. The theater popcorn with a gang of butter. That'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be busting. Yeah. Honey, I'm from America, friend. A to the M to the E. Okay, I got 11%. Let me put my phone on the charger. A to the M to the E to the R to the I to the C to the A. That's what I'm gonna do. My intro gonna be like, hi, my name is, I'm gonna say, my name is Meiana Lovings. I am this age. I live in this state, in this country. I'm an African-American person, and I do this. This is the meaning of sage. This is why I come on the channel. This is the purpose of this channel. This is what I do. I'm gonna have to say that every single time. Bye, baby. Okay, shout out to the handsome Indian boys. Hello to the Indian boys. So this is the coming up topics that I have. We got the number one topic is leisure in relation to manifestation in the nervous system. We kind of got into the health aspect of it, but I want to talk more about self-care, mental clarity, and like really getting that nervous system relaxed. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. It's the same name, Meiana the Sage on Instagram. The next one I have is just more gender trends in the leisure stats in general, the most updated leisure stats to what we have. It may be a little bit more repetitive of what you've been hearing, but it's on there, and we'll talk more about the difference between you being a man, a male, versus a woman, and how the leisure time affects you. We also have history of leisure, which I think that's interesting a little bit, only because we'll talk about the philosophers aspect of, how leisure has changed over time, especially in America. I want to talk about how, who dog out there barking? They better not be barking at my baby. I'll go beat him up. My Instagram is Meiana Sage, y'all. It's the same name on YouTube. We just talked about hierarchy of leisure. Oh, gee, I was working. We love a working man. The next one we have, did we already do leisure, friendships, family, and community? I don't think we did that one yet. Yeah, my baby, he not in the house. It just be stressing me out because I know he's stressed out. Because I let him go outside, and then my neighbor started moving, so now he's not gonna want to come up here when my neighbor have all her stuff outside. So he gonna be outside all night. So I don't have to go outside and see if I see him, because he's gonna be scared to come upstairs. So that's what I'm doing when I get off alive. Him like, girl, go get, no, I can't go get him real quick. I don't know where he is. He might be hiding somewhere. Because when he gets tired, he gonna sit down somewhere. I don't know where he is. But he gonna be good. He know how to get back home. He gonna be good. So the next one we have is leisure, self-confidence, stability, and security. And then we also have time and leisure. I'm trying to figure out how I can expand on that. Thank you, honey. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna expand on that. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7 different that's 6 more topics. 5 to 6. Cranberry, not you coming back saying crazy stuff. I might cook it up and season it, baby. Anything tastes good with some seasoning, baby. It's gonna taste like chicken. Chris. Hey, Manuel. So, what topic y'all want to do next? Which one sounded more interesting to y'all? If I just get one person to tell me, that's enough. Y'all, y'all got to come in here. GR said cat rescue, call his name. Thank you, honey. And cranberry, yeah, I believe in ghosts sometimes. It depends on the day. It depends. So the first one was talking about leisure, nervous system, and manifestation. The second one is gender, leisure trends, and the current stats for leisure. The third one is the history of leisure, how it's changed throughout the life experiences. The fourth one is leisure, friendship, family, and community. So that's really going to go a little bit deeper into the social aspect of leisure activities, building the love and belonging. We're going to discuss more about individual versus collectivist cultures and family bonding. We also have leisure, self-confidence, stability, and security. So I think that will also go into a little bit of what we talked about with the hierarchy of leisure today. And then we have 6 is your relationship with time and leisure. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to get deeper into that, because I feel like there's more to talk about with time and leisure. But we talked about a little bit of it with the money mindset, but I just feel like there's something else with time and leisure that I could probably talk about. I just have to think more about it. Where Rico said friendship and family one. Okay, period, Rico. We're going to do that one next. So we're going to do friendships, family, leisure time, family bonding. I have to figure out exactly what all I want to talk about, because I don't want to be too repetitive with what we're talking about. I don't want to be too repetitive, but mind y'all want to know what I've been getting into for our next conversation, because we have 6 more of these conversations, so that's going to be what, Sunday, Monday, Friday. So this week and next week. Next week should be the last week that we have this conversation about leisure. But inhale the spirits. Okay, Lucifer. Hey, Cameroon. But we're talking about marriage next, and I'm trying not to be too like jargony with the marriage conversation. But y'all know how I told y'all about where is this picture at? Let me try to show y'all the picture. It'll be better than me. Sorry, I gotta move some stuff because I dropped it. I dropped so much stuff. Oh my god. Hold up, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. So y'all know how I showed y'all this picture, right? So I'm going to tie in marriage to this picture. Hey, Thema. I'm going to tie in marriage to this image because what I have been researching for myself, I see it. I see it. I see it. I have so many conversations that I'm super excited about. So I'm super excited to get into some of these conversations. I'll tell y'all some of the conversations. I already have a list. Let me go to my list real quick. I already have a list. I didn't want to make it too long, but I wanted it to be like really like getting into it, you know? Because I don't know, this is just so interesting to me. So literally I have 16 topics on the list, but you know, it's something that's going to be workable. Speaking of marriage, I hope you got the other phase out of your system. What other phase? You said you ain't seen Apocalypto by Mel Gibson. I don't want to brag on him, but that movie was based on me. Boy, I ain't never seen that movie. That sounds like somebody with one eye though. Apocalypto, it sounds like a monster with one eye. But okay, so here's some of the topics. The first topic that we're going to have about marriage is going to be housing in marriage. I don't know if y'all see the similarity. I don't know if y'all know why we're going to have that topic, but that is going to be the first conversation. Because that's what I'm most interested about. And I think that as I continue the conversation with marriage, that conversation will be expanded throughout each version of a lot of the conversations. Y'all wouldn't be having after a really hard breakup. That would you say a whole phase? That's what people call it. But one time I said it to my therapist and he was like, not a whole phase, just exploring. I was like, you right. Not a whole phase, exploration. I definitely explored all my options every day for the rest of my life. No, I'm playing, not for the rest of my life. No, but definitely I've dated many people enough to know I already had enough dates in the world. So what you know about marriage, respectfully. I know what statistics say about marriage and what the history of marriage is. And I know how to go on the internet and do simple research. And I know how to come to conclusions. And I know how to, yeah, all that. You said, first girl, tell me why I'm single. Because you're young and you don't need to be in a relationship. That's why you're single. So I'm definitely, when we have this conversation every single time, I'm going to let y'all know, look, this is who I am. Having this conversation. Don't come to me asking me questions like I'm a marriage counselor. I'm not a marriage counselor. I'm not the priest. I'm not the preacher. I'm not the one marrying you guys. I'm just doing my research. That's it. I'm just doing my research. So y'all don't got to be here if y'all don't want to. But this is for the people who want to manifest higher quality marriage or manifest marriage or just get more information on marriage. Because marriage has changed throughout the time, right? Marriage is not the same as it was 100 years ago, and there's a reason. Modern day marriage is different. Say what it is based on the indigenous people of America lived before Columbus came and invaded the land. Okay. So I'm just going to tell you guys a couple of the topics that I have for the next in the next couple of weeks. And this list is going to probably change because I do my research and I, do what I'm only interested in. But housing and marriage, what it means to be a husband and a wife. And we're getting down to the etymology. I know some people don't like etymology, but baby, I love etymology. And if you know what a husband means, etymology, you're going to be like, oh, it's so many women being husbands out here. Why you think marriages are failing compared to other gramps and nanas and moms and dads? I think it's because modern day there's less structure with marriage. So the roles and responsibilities have changed, especially due to like legal reasons. The laws have changed. Women have more capabilities. They can go get jobs, make their own money. So the roles within a marriage has changed, which changes responsibilities. And when there's no communication on whose role is what, it can cause conflict within a marriage. So, and also I feel like nowadays marriage is more up to what individuals want. It's especially in America. America's so individualistic. A lot of people do what they want instead of what's best for their community, right? There's a lot of reasons why you shouldn't just do what's best for the community. That's why we got to find a middle ground, but that's what I think. GR would be better to tell us. You say 26 years of marriage. I always, GR, you gonna be the one offering an opinion. GR, you are the one who's gonna be telling us everything anyway in the conversation. You're gonna be the one I'm looking for in the conversation, GR. I'm like, GR, what you think? Because who else? Damien was married. I don't know if Damien's still here. Damien gonna have to put his input in too. You are a girl. I am a woman. But thank you. Mick, if you married, you can come back and put your input in too. Who else is married that I know be on here? It's a couple other people who be on here periodically. So, GR, whenever you put your input in, you like when things happen organically. Yeah, me too. It's always the best. But I want to also have a conversation on marriage and self-actualization. Because I find that a lot of people, they get into a marriage and then they completely they become codependent. Chris, I'm not about to play with you. A lot of people become codependent. So I want to talk about how to, self-actualize during marriage while you're married. Legally or common law type marriage. I'm definitely talking about the legal, Chris. I mean, either way, like if you do common law, y'all live together for a long time and y'all damn near married. This is for people who partner up together and want to build a family or just partner up together and be together. Chris said, no, never. You ain't gonna never get married? Okay, Chris. Oh, that's another thing we're gonna talk about is the benefits and cost of marriage for men and women. It's so many things on this list that I want to get into. We're gonna talk about finances and money in marriage. We always gotta talk about money. Are you ready for marriage when it comes, Meiana? I don't know. We gotta see. I'm scared. Every day is a new day. Y'all know how many people I had to block this week? It's crazy. I'm ready for dating. I'm not going to say I'm ready to marry somebody. I think that I'll be ready to marry somebody when we date for a good amount of time and we get to know each other and we see that our values align. I think once that happens, then I'll be ready to make the next step. Your second baby mama left you after 7 years. It was from left field, so I'm good. So now you have trust issues. Friend, Chris, listen to this. I'm just thinking about what you done told me already about some of your habits. Some of your habits, friend. Did you ever ask her why she left? Maybe she got fed up. I'm not on her side because I know you before I know her. But did you ever ask her why she left? You want to be your best friend, not your man. I already got a best friend. Mix it. I truly believe for a marriage to really flourish, I believe we have to play the roles we were built for. Me too. I agree. I definitely agree. Oh, another topic I wanted to talk about was childhood trauma and generational narratives in marriage. Because a lot of time we just repeat what we saw. So that was gonna be interesting. But I think the one the first two that I'm gonna do are the ones I'm most excited about. I don't have male best friends unless they're gay. Unless they're gay. I don't have male best friends. I've had male friends who were gay. But as y'all see me, I don't really like to have male friends because I don't want to be around somebody who's sitting around waiting for a turn. Like, I want friendship to be genuine. If I want to flirt with a friend, I can go flirt with my friend. And then it's not going to be anything real. Because we don't want each other further than just friendship. But if I want to flirt with somebody and I want to flirt with a friend, I'll just go flirt with my best friend. I'll be like, girl, you look so pretty today. Why you look so good? You just look so cute, girl. That's what I'm going to do with my friend. Thank you, John. You have literally goosebumps. No, boy, thank you, Ashaka. You said, Christy said something about not being affectionate and hanging out, not listening to her when she would. Chris, I'm not about to play with you. Thank you, Mick. That's why I'm the sage. Chris, he talked about she left field. You sound like them people who be like, my third grade girlfriend broke up with me and now I can't trust. Chris, you know you wrong. You better stop it. And you better go apologize to her. She spent 7 years with you, baby. That's a long time to keep her foot in the door. That's a long time. You better go apologize to that lady. You better hurry up. That's a real dude. No, I never had a male. Well, I've had a male friend in high school, but it was the same thing. He ended up liking me, so let me introduce you. Yeah. So it really, didn't really get no further. John is a hoot. You said you crazy what I look like. You look like a man who's going to be accountable to his actions. Go be accountable and go apologize to that lady. So anywho, Ron Mexico, hey friend. Yeah, like when I was in high school, I used to have a male friend. We were really close. And it was just very platonic. And I didn't really know that he liked me until after we graduated. But I always was wondering, why does your girlfriend always have beef with me? Like, why is your girlfriend always talking about beef? Like, why is she always talking about me? Why is she always making stuff up? So I had to realize, like, afterwards, I'm like, oh. And then one time, even after we graduated, we had stopped talking after graduation just because, life happened. And he had a new girlfriend. And I don't know how I knew. You know how it's on certain social media platforms, it tells you who's viewing your platform. His new girlfriend was viewing my platform. So I was like, that's weird. But I wish well to him, I rock with you, Real Rico. I rock with you too. I wish really well for him. He ended up becoming a cop, so I can't date cops. I'm sorry. I'm not the type of person. I don't want to date the police. And he been wanting to be a police since high school. So I've been new since high school. I would never be with you. Can't date the police. You said, Chris said affection is important. What the hell? That sounds ridiculous. Chris, I'm not about to play with you. Lucifer talking about, but I'm going all the way in due time. Can't rock with 12. No, sir. I don't want to live that lifestyle. I do not want to be a police officer's wife. No, thank you. I damn near don't want to be anybody's wife who have an intense, high, stressful job. I'm sorry. Why is your job stressing you out all the time? Like, I can only do so much for you at home if you stressed out all the time at work. You know, I can only do so much. So, you ever chasing criminals at work all the time? Ronnie said, so what's your type then? My type is a man who has a purpose and a plan and know how to fit me into it. Thank you, 6. Just have a purpose and a plan. Make steps to it. Make those steps evitable. You know, make it make sense. Give me direction. What's going on? I know, right, John? Don't they have a dangerous job? Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So, yeah, the order of this is going to look like talking about housing as a foundation, because through my research, this is something that I just found out, but housing is a big part of being married. So we're going to talk about housing as a foundation of marriage, what that looks like. We're going to move into the roles of a husband and a wife, traditionally, of course, because in modern day, traditions have changed. John is hilarious. Chris said them uniform gangsters crazy as F. Believe that. They be on some stuff. We're going to talk about who your identity is within a marriage, and how to continue to self-actualize. Hey, Sean. Hey, baby. We're going to address practical preparation for marriage, finances, all those things, relationship skills within a marriage, building joy in spirituality, especially within leisure time. We're going to talk about history and culture of marriage, and we're going to talk about the big picture of marriage. What y'all think about pure gold compared to yellow gold? Sean came in here just saying random stuff. Sean, what that got to do with this conversation? Have I been married before? No. Only thing I'm married to is myself. But one thing I did do one time, I was journaling. Y'all know I journal. I be thinking. But one time I was journaling and I realized, you know, marriage is definitely compared to the self-work that I do. Like, I do work every day with myself to build my bond with myself. And I believe it's the same type of work that is similar to marriage. Like, marriage is a daily work. You have to work on your bond in your marriage every single day. You have to solidify and maintain it every single day. Like, oh my God. That's why you shouldn't get married if you can't focus on yourself. Get yourself together first. In LA, the sheriff be having like gangs in the department. What, Chris? Chris, let me make sure. Chris, you the same person who said you ain't never left your home? You ain't never left the state? Chris, we got to get you out. We got to get you out there. We got to get you outside for real. When I was younger, I'd be a little bit shy, but all my friend girls all tried it on with me. Never responded. I'm not bigging myself up because it made me feel uncomfortable. Okay, Mick said I'm a ladies' man, but I didn't really want that attention. Okay, ladies' man. You would love to be married? You a life past 6? Ooh, John. Okay, we're going to get married. Not us, but we all on the line, we going to get married. Everybody gonna get married. GR, where you at, friend? I thought you was gonna give us some inspirational knowledge. You don't know if you made a mistake on a purchase. I don't know the difference between those two, baby. Honestly, the two yellows, I don't know the difference. Yeah, Rodrigo, I agree. It's a lot of work. Ron said, how can you speak on it if you never experienced it? I can go to the internet and I can look up peer-reviewed articles. I can look up the history of said so. I can look up the issues that usually affect marriages and breaks them apart. I can do my research, and I can be honest about who the speaker is. That's all I can do. And yeah, and we could talk about marriages that last. I know, right, John? Don't they always got something to say? They always got something to say. We could talk about what the research is saying and what the people are saying. We can go look at videos on YouTube of the women complaining about marriage being terrible. We can go look at the videos of the man who talk about marriage being terrible. We can go look at the videos about the people who talk about marriage is amazing, right? We can look at them. Who is speaking? Where are they from? What is the culture around them? You know, we just use our cognitive skills to make decisions about the world around us. Ron said, no, you have to experience it personally. Well, then, Ron, you gotta come into the conversation. So I appreciate everybody who's been asked what makes me qualified to have this conversation, because you are preparing me for all the people who gonna say that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to block those words from the chat because I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I'm going to have these conversations because we want to be more aware of what's going on. No, I don't have the personal. I can't tell you about me and my husband and what we did to get our finances together. All I can say is this is what they are saying is the best thing to do to get your finances together in a marriage. That's all I can do. But anybody, I'm going to make sure that it's known. If you are married, please put your input. What do you think about the topic? That's all I'm going to do. Let the married people speak. Or forever hold your peace. How long was your mama and daddy together? Me? 6 months before they got pregnant with me. That's the truth. It wasn't very long. You said you had a very similar experience. Some girls, my friend, had their eyes on me. Ooh. Not Rico, a ladies' man. Yeah, I was definitely made not in a stable relationship, y'all. But I was thinking about doing a Q&A, y'all. Because I think so many people that just are so interested in knowing everything. John talking about she want to get married today. I'm dead. You sit on me, you learn from it. Yeah, John. Yeah, exactly. I got an uncle today who been married, and damn near they argue. Every time I see them, they arguing. I be like, ooh, baby. Leave with a headache. Every time I see them, they arguing. I was just on the phone with my uncle the other day. He talking about oh, she left. She was mad this morning. If your side nigga made you mad, that ain't my fault. I said, uncle, please. Not Chris said he married to the phone. Get off that phone, Chris. Ryan, you didn't make me upset. Just a debate, just enjoying the conversation. Ryan didn't make me upset. What you did, you put me on. What you did, that's what you did, Ryan. You put me on because people gonna be saying this. And I gotta be prepared for the people who saying this. Because y'all have the right to feel that way. You got the right to feel that way. So I'm going to go ahead and get my little speech together for whoever say that. Yeah, John, I agree. Hey, James. But yeah, I'm just super excited to get into the conversation, y'all. As y'all can tell, I bring it up all the time. But I think I was doing the same thing with leisure. I was doing the same thing when we was talking about love and belonging. I was like, we're going to talk about leisure. I'm so excited. I just get so excited to start talking about the next topic. Because even now, I have topics planned out. Because around New Year's Eve and Christmas, I want to start talking about health and wealth, like eating habits and daily active habits to manifest better, eating and active habits, I was thinking, what else I got? Another topic that I want to do is building safety, security, and stability. That's another, thank you, Rico. That's another topic that I want to talk about. So I have so many topics that I'm so happy to talk about on here, y'all. Mick said, my dad passed when I was a baby, left my mom heartbroken. It got tough growing up, changed the whole dynamic of my family, so it wasn't a stable house. Oh, I'm sorry, friend. Yeah, strawberries, y'all. Y'all want to see the hat? This is my favorite. I got another one, but I don't like it that much. It's just black and white. What's your personal page on Instagram? I don't have a personal page on Instagram. I don't have one. What are you gonna do when you get off YouTube? You going to sleep? It's 9 o'clock. I'm about to go eat some food. I'm gonna go find my son first. I'm gonna go outside and find my son because y'all. Oh, I can tell y'all the tea. I can tell y'all the tea, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Y'all. Okay. Are y'all listening? I gotta be quiet because you don't know how loud my front door eating. What you eating? I'm gonna just eat some. I got some frozen food. I'm just putting in the oven because I'm not doing too much. So y'all, why I got up when I was leaving the house today, right? I got up and I went outside. I looked to my left on my neighbor's door. She had a note on the door. It said, "Notice to vacate, October 3rd, 2025. You have 24 hours to vacate." Yes, Lucifer, yes. You have 24 hours to vacate. That's what it said, y'all. Not TV dinners. So like the grocery store that I shop at, they do meal prep food. So they have like really good meal prep foods. So it's not frozen. I said frozen food, but it's not frozen. I'm thinking I might do frozen. Depends on what I want. I got a couple of things in the refrigerator. I got one in the refrigerator. It's just a meal prep thing that I got from my grocery store. And then I have a frozen meal. So I don't know. The meal prep is like chicken enchiladas, green chili chicken enchiladas. It's really good. Anywho, let me not get off topic. So she had a notice of vacate sign on her door. So I seen her dad yesterday. He had came with the U-Haul. So they must have already knew. I don't know exactly why they have the notice of vacate because I told y'all what happened already. I told y'all about the girl's boyfriend, ex-girlfriend was stalking them. And then they stole her car. Mind you, her car is not out there. I don't see a car. I told y'all she got a new car. I don't see a car out there. So I don't know what happened to the new car she got. Maybe it was a rental. I don't know what happened. But they got the notice to vacate. So they was moving stuff out yesterday. And then I just talked to her. She said that she was gonna move in with her auntie. I said, okay, good, because you need to be somewhere to relax somewhere, girl. So they're moving out right now. But I'm confused because they have valid reason to have broken the lease. So I'm trying to figure out, did you get evicted? Because that's the only way they're going to put a note on your door saying that you got a notice to vacate, is that you got evicted. And I'm like, that don't make sense. That don't make no sense. You had a valid reason to break your lease. She could have broke her lease, not have to pay nothing, because she has a police report saying that somebody is stalking her and literally stealing her car, filing false police reports on her. So I'm like, how is it, Torza, hilarious, how is it that you got a notice to vacate on your door? That it don't add up. I'm saying, Rico, it don't add up. But I'm like, girl, this what happened when you date broke men. This what happened when you date broke man. You stay in the hood. It seemed like it at this point. I guess so. Sometimes when you're so used to a certain environment, you never know where you are unless it's really outside of where you're supposed to be. How much you gotta make a year to not be broke? It depends on your living expenses. If your living expenses is $20,000, then you shouldn't be making $20,000. You need to be making like $40,000, $60,000. I would say you need to make 3 times more than your living expenses. Then you won't feel broke. Cause double, you get more money, but triple is like, okay, now I'm thriving. So try to triple your living expenses. Start decreasing your living expenses and triple your income. You make 300K, but you live in San Francisco? I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Y'all, I've been on here talking and gossiping. I gotta get off of here, y'all. I gotta go find my son. He outside struggling somewhere. I gotta go find my baby. He gonna be so mad at me, y'all. But, okay, how y'all feel about today's conversation? We're gonna talk about love, belonging, and building community through leisure activities the next time. But how y'all feel? Bring the little homie Jaguar number 2. Okay, I'm gonna bring him next time. I'm gonna see y'all. What, Sunday? Yeah, hopefully he chilling. But okay, y'all. Peace. Okay, y'all. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good night, okay, y'all? I will see y'all Sunday. Catch me on the shorts. Like the shorts, you know. Okay, McDonald. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Oh, just rewind it, Chris. Just rewind it. You gonna hear it. I'll talk to you later. Lucifer, have a good night. Bye-bye, y'all. See you Sunday.